just in terms of the social enterprise sector, I'll give you a little overview. So if we have a look at Australia, around 20,000 ventures currently exist in Australia that have a social enterprise form. That's grown 37% over the last 5 years. 39% of all income in the not-for-profit sector is generated through trading, and that equates to 22 billion, and that's growing. So we're seeing more and more contribution coming from the social enterprise sector into the GDP. Social enterprise operate in every industry of the economy. We've got from the farming sector right through to the homelessness sector, right through to catering and providing bookkeeping services, for example. So let's have a look at Queensland's social enterprise sector. We've currently got over 300 operating ventures. Queensland Social Enterprise was established in 2010 by people running social enterprises to advocate for the sector. So, we've got a peak body that's been going now for 8 years, and it's the only peak body of its kind in Australia. So the sector's quite strong here in Queensland, despite the fact that we've lacked a lot of funding. Often we say that we're 10 years behind Victoria in terms of the social enterprise advocacy and funding and where they're at, but I think Queensland really punches above its weight in terms of what QSEC has done over the years. The key fields of advocacy are basically advocating to government and the corporate sector to increase the social procurement spend. So social procurement is when government agencies and big corporations require tenderers to either engage social enterprises to fulfil those contracts, or that those tenderers are actually social enterprises themselves. So we're seeing a big move in both local and state government sectors for social procurement to form a much larger part of their procurement spend, which is a really positive initiative. QSEC currently has 110 active enterprises as members so far, and we're growing. We've got more on the ground startups, and that's with less state government support compared to Victoria. So we're really proud of where Queensland is at the moment and where we potentially could be going. Okay, so over the years, the FACES report that Joe Barraquette led revealed that a number of areas of need for social enterprises in general. The first of those was, of course, access to markets that understood not just the product or the service being provided, but also the social or environmental mission that went along with that. Having training available to social enterprise staff is really important, and also the ability to build capacity to meet increased demand. A lot of social enterprises do reach growth point very quickly and often struggle to build the capacity to deal with that growth.
And that goes both ways. You have some social entrepreneurs who have great business backgrounds and training and skills, but need a lot more support around actually thinking through managing some of the social issues that they're actually grappling with. And you have the opposite. You have people who've got a great grounding in social change theory, perhaps a social sector or social work background, but need a lot of support understanding the business skills.
They also need representation and advocacy, and we're hoping that the QSEC provides that in alliance with other sector actors. There's a lot of really positive conversations happening, particularly at the moment, in terms of how we can advocate from a more coordinated perspective. A lot of social enterprises need ongoing mentoring and support. So the individuals within social enterprises are often working very long hours, very much involved in their businesses day to day, and very rarely have the time to strategically look at their direction or get that mentoring and business advice that's accessible to them. They often can't afford expensive corporate advisors in terms of lawyers or accountants, so they often rely on their networks for that support. So mentoring is a big area area of need for social enterprises. And also access to finance from seed capital right through to capacity building, and once you're established, to invest in growth. That's always been really difficult because social enterprises don't traditionally provide the returns that normal businesses are allowed to or can do, because they're busy investing a lot of their profits into the social and environmental mission. So access to finance, patient capital is a crucial part of the need for social enterprises.